possible. And as a finance team, as a consolidated process, as a combined process, it is very difficult to maintain. So this is the big problem in 1980s. So there are two important boards which will decide the accounting rules, laws, regulations in the entire world, guys. If a company is following their accounting process, there should be some set of rules and regulations. Who will design that? According to the board of IFRS. IFRS is nothing but International Reporting Standard. According to the rules and regulations, the companies in the entire world is following their company's books of accounts, guys. Okay, if there is no set of rules, what will happen? Each company will maintain in each pattern, so there will be a confusion and miscommunication, guys. So in order to reduce that, there are some set of rules. So that will be designed by the IFRS and USGAP. So they have the meeting and to come across this problem, because they has to maintain the entire accounting process by a few people. It's a very difficult task in the MNC companies. So to come across this problem, I mean, come across with a idea of segregation of accounting process into multiple process. So in 1980s, the US GAAP and IFRS come across with a segregation of accounting process into multiple process according to the nature of transactions. So they divided into two teams, that is general ledger and sub ledger. General ledger is nothing but record to report. It's general ledger is nothing but record to report. Sub ledger is nothing but sub ledger they divided into two teams. General ledger is a combination of all the sub ledgers, guys. General ledger is a combination of all the sub ledgers. So sub ledger is a individual account. Individual accounts. Individual accounts. Okay. See here, let's understand they divided into two different teams, general ledger and sub ledger. So general ledger they given only one team, that is record to report. In sub ledger they divided into four separate teams, guys. What are those? So AP, O2C, AR, and P2P. So P2P is nothing but procure to pay. The team will responsible of taking only purchases. O2C is nothing but the team is responsible to take care of sales which is made across the world. Whatever the sales is happened, the O2C team will take care across the world. Entire world, all the branches sales will be taken care by the O2C. All the purchases will be taken care by the P2P, and all the payments will be taken care by AP. All the receipts will be taken care by AR. Okay, so these are the four teams according to the nature of transactions they divided. So is that only of to take care of the financial reporting? No. So if you make purchase, sales, receipts, payments, is the only one transaction which will happen in the day-to-day business. There are some adjustments. So as an individual, we do have some adjustment. We will take some money, we will pay next month. So we will have some financial adjustments. Same way, the companies are operating in a large scale. They have multiple financial adjustments, guys. They will take some expenses, they will incur some services, they will not pay in current month. They will pay in the 2 months or 3 months. So even they provide some services, they will not receive in the same month. They will receive after 2 or 3 months from the customers. So, and they will make some prepayments. They do some taxations. They do some auditing. So that is the main activity of R2R, guys. So let's understand the definition of R2R now. R2R involves in collection of financial data. From where the financial data will be collected? So what are the purchases, sales, receipts, payments, taxation is happened. They will analyze that data. After analyzing the data, they will do some. First, they will collect the data from sub ledgers. What are the purchases, sales, receipts, payments happened? After that, they will analyze what are the financial adjustments to be done. So after analyzing the adjustments, they will prepare the various adjustment entries like accruals, prepayments, outstanding amortizations, FX revaluations, etc. And finally, the R2R team will deliver the report to the management. What are the different reports they will submit? Balance sheet, income statement, and cash flow statement. So what is the main purpose of this particular team is? So the name itself, it is telling a record to report. That means analyzing of the recording of data level to finalizing the report. The sole responsibility helps with the team of R2R. So R2R team is the mediator between high level management and subledger team. R2R team will coordinate the subledgers and prepare the financial reports and submit to the management. R2R team will interact with the subledger teams like APAR, P2P, O2C team, coordinates the data and submit the financial reports to the management. Okay. So if the R2R team does not then, so it's a very big problem to generate the reports. Okay. So R2R team is not only responsible for purchase, sales, receipts, payments, it is responsible for end to end. That means it is coordinating the end to end from the subledgers and submitting the financial reports. That is the meaning of R2R, guys. That is the meaning of R2R. So what are the various, what is the major use of this particular reports, what R2R team is submitted? They will use for strategic decision making. They will use for strategic decision making, guys. So what is the importance of strategy? It means strategic decision making means like even we used to see that many companies firing the employees. According to what they are firing the employees, according to the cost cutting, how they are doing the car, how they are analyzing the cost cutting, they will take the financial reports, they will check which department there is a more cost is being incurred, what is the outcome from that particular project. So is there any profit or not? So is there any possibility to reduce the employees? So according to that, they're taking the decisions. Who is taking the decisions? High level management is taking the decisions. So all this is possible to how the reports what we submitted. And also there are some chances of improving their business. They're analyzing the business in the new streams, like the new markets. So all this is possible by checking the company's worth. What is the worth now? Where can we invest more? Where can we decrease the cost? So all this is possible through the reports what we submitted. Right? And the company's decision of share price. The company's share price is completely depends upon the profit generated by the company in a month. Okay, so that if a company is generating a huge profits and expected to generate in the future, obviously the share price of a company will grow in a more. So based on that, the decision of share price will be depends and issuing the financial reports. So every company need to issue the financial reports to the public to see companies. So the investors are not invest madly, guys. So they will check first the company's financial reports, how the company is operating from last 6 months. So what is the expected returns in the future? So based on that, they can do it. So what are the whatever the financial reports is there, it need to be submitted to the public and audited companies. So what are the various? So this is the meaning of R2R, guys. Okay. So let's understand what is the advantages of R2R, guys. So if you learn the R2R, as I told you, so you can become a end-to-end knowledge on corporate accounting process. We can learn the accounting for all over the world, not for India, guys. Okay, so even India will be covered, but all the countries accounting can be learned using this particular process. So the job opportunities are more. So as I told you, even if you go to any business, either it might be manufacturing, IT, transport, logistics, delivery, hospital business, housekeeping, security, any business in the world, guys. So every business requires the finance and accounting process. So every company required. So without having this, the company will not run. So if they want to have a good finance team, it is very important to get the employees through new process. So that is the importance. So job opportunities, even after this particular thing is, you can go and search in the Naukri. You can get a large number of vacancies in the Naukri also, guys. So because even I started from last 4+ years, I never seen in a month I did not place the candidate. Every month I'm placing around 30 to 40 people approximately. So because of this particular, there is a lot of openings for this particular process guys. Even this will not be, it's a very difficult to replace with AI also guys, because no companies are daring to give this data to the AI. So if they give the data to AI, even, yes, can you keep on mute? So even a small missing or a logical missing leads to a company's financial reports inaccuracy. So due to that, they're not believing. Finally, the manual intervention is very important in this particular process. So that's the reason the job opportunities are more and the job security will be high. So if you go to IT, the projects will be for a short term. Example, whatever the expertise you have, they will take for at least 6 months or 1 year, below 2 years, guys. If the project is closed, again they will be moved to the new project. So to move to the new project, again you need to face the interview. If there is a project, that is well and fine. If not, again you have to be into your trouble, losing of jobs. It's a very big problem in the current market, but that kind of problem is not there in this particular post guys. The job will be secured if you, it's a continuation work. It's not a everyday changes guys. If you perform for this month, the next month it will be the same. So that is the reason many people will get secured. It's a very easiest job guys, I'm telling. Okay, the job security, even once you join, the companies will give the training for first 2 months, then they will deploy into the project. There's no chances that, there is no chances that they will remove. So the job security will be high because the projects will be taken for a long term. Okay, and even as I told you, if the company is getting lost, they want to close at the end of the day also, the R2R team people is required. So that is the importance of this particular team. So there is no any problematic for your jobs. And many people in my previous batches got on-site opportunities because we need to understand the client business and implement in India. So we will get an on-site opportunities. And this particular process falls into the KPO guys. It's not a BPO. It's a semi-technical job. So that in previous, many people joined and taken 1 or 2 years of experience. They have a dream that they need to settle in IT. They move by using the same experience to the IT without any issues. So that feasibility also will be there, and the salaries are equivalent to the IT, and there is no any programming languages, guys. So believe me, last 6 months back, I placed for only for 1 year they given 9,60,000. So 2 years they given 14 plus. So that is the that much packages they are paying if you perform the well in the interviews. So there is an equivalent. There is no programming languages and no upgrades, no recession effects. So this is the advantages of R2R process. And what are the various applications they used in R2R? Like according to the companies they will use. Some companies are using SAP HANA. Some companies are using Oracle R12 Financials, Zoho Books, QuickBooks, Microsoft Dynamics, Tally Prime, Blackline, and so we have 1,000+ softwares. So these are the famous repetitive softwares which companies are using, and most trending softwares in the current environment. Okay, and so what is about this course? So this course will be about 45 days, guys. Okay, and it will covering 4 models. As I have been trained in the future and in the real time also, I train more people. I seen that what are the basic necessity, according to that we decide. So we given more than 15,000+ interviews till now. I seen what are the most technical questions which will come from the interview process. According to that we designed this course. So in that the course structure will be, so even from 1 year fresher to large large number of years of experience also they are asking from the core accounting guys. So we are covering accounting concepts, rules, accounting errors, basic journal entries, accruals, prepayments, outstandings, amortizations, FX reclasses, FX revaluations, fixed asset accounting, depreciation, capitalization, bad debts, provisions, reserves, intercompany. So if you learn all this process, I'm sure you can able to crack the 80% of your interview by your own, most of the technical questions will cover from this particular thing, and in the real time also you need to work on this. So based on that we decide guys. And the next model will be R2. So as I told you, we need to have end-to-end knowledge. So we are covering AP and P2P cycle, O2C and AR cycle, R2R life cycle, how your work day, like each and every day, how it will looks like, and what are the reconciliations, bank balance sheet reconciliations, and fixed asset reconciliations, intercompany reconciliations, month-end activities. So balance sheet comparative analysis, month-end checklist, cash forecastings, etc. And this particular role requires most of your technical knowledge on MS Excel, guys. So the latest Excel which companies are using is Office 365. Okay, so people at every interview at the last they're asking the Excel. So few companies are directly sharing the screen and asking the Excel. So we require a lot of knowledge on that. So we are covering basic to advanced Excel, and the real-time scenarios will be covered. So how you need to start the day when at new company, what are the interview question and answers, how to install the applications, how to create a company, how to create a ledger accounts, how to post the purchases, sales, receipts, payments, how to view the financial reports, how to view the dashboards, how to perform the reconciliations. So all this will be covered. And let's come to the course fees, guys. So we discussed 10,000 is the fixed course fees, and it has to be paid before 5 sessions for the confirmation and availability. And if you pay one time, you can join any ongoing batches without any charges. Okay. And for the interview support, guys, proxy support is nothing but interview support. If you require from my side, if you crack yourself without my help, no need of paying anything. Many people did that in the previous by understanding the concepts which I taught in the class. They have been cracked the interview by their own. So if you do that, no need of paying anything. If you taken my help and I be on the call or while virtually anything is connected, so 1 month gross salary has to be paid, and it is to be total salary divided by 12. And 6 months, so example, you joined a company. If something happened, you lost the job. So without charges, before 6 months, I will place you for a new job, guys. Okay, fine. So and after once come to big question is about the Naukri when it will be uploaded. So after 10 classes, guys. So creating the resumes after 10 classes, like probably by before 10th of February, we will try to create the resumes. We will start uploading into the Naukri. So we will start applying for the jobs, and we will help for how to creation of Naukri, how to take the HR calls, how to attend the interviews. So this will be tried. So, and everyday class will be 7 to 8 a.m. guys. No classes on weekends, and Monday to Friday, fixed class. Every day after the session, material will be shared. No recordings will be provided. If required, you can record the session from yourself. Okay, clear guys? Understand? Yes, any doubts? The new people who joined today, any doubts?
Clear way.
Yes, any others? Yes, any others? Any doubts?
No, Vinod, it's clear.
Okay. Okay, guys. So if anything, do let me know so that I will clarify your doubts if required.
So, Vinod, when we are going to start a live classes?
Today will be the after this, we will start within 5 minutes now. We'll
Okay,
cover the points from tomorrow onwards. It will go with the parallel.
thank you.
Okay, guys. So if not, don't waste the time.
Hmm.
Let's move to the first session, guys. So today will be the first session. So we'll cover one or two topics. Then we'll continue in the tomorrow thing, guys. Okay. Fine. So actually today will be the first session. Most of the people joined on yesterday and day before yesterday. So in order to that, we need to take one extra demo session. Not an issue. Let's cover from the today basic. Okay. Clear, it is. Don't have any doubts in the demo session. Do you have anything? Okay, guys. So let's start with the first session, guys. So today will be the first session. So we will try to cover a few important points today. What are the pending? We will try to cover on tomorrow, guys. Okay, fine. So the first basic we discussed core accounting. Under that we discussed accounting concepts. What is this and how it will be important in the real time? Let's understand with step process, guys. Even non-commerce people, this is the basic things. Even if you study from the basic, this is the basic things, guys. Okay, let's cover, guys. Okay, so R2R we discussed first the core accounting. Under that, the first is accounting concepts. So accounting concepts is nothing but, as I told you, every company requires some set of rules and regulations to maintain their accounting process. So that will be designed by the IFRS and US GAAP. According to that, they design these accounting concepts. It is nothing but it is a set of rules, regulations which companies need to maintain their accounting process in a standardized process. Okay, so example, they have multiple branches. They can't follow the accounting in India one system, in US another system, German another system, Japan they have one branch. They can't follow in another method. So it's a very difficult thing if you follow the different system of accounting in different places. So for that, they designed some set of rules and regulations which has to be maintained across the world. So those are called as accounting concepts. Accounting concepts make up the backbone of the accounting principle. So these are the set of rules, laws, regulations, and assumptions which are kept in mind while entering the transactions, guys. So so the most of the experienced accountants keep entire thing on the rule while recording any transactions, guys. Okay. So most, let's see, I attended more than 15,000 plus interviews. Till now, I've seen that there is no interview is getting ramp up without asking a question from this accounting concepts, guys. Once in a while, at any point of time, irrespective of experience, they're asking at least one question directly or indirectly from this particular accounting concepts, guys. These are the most important accounting concepts which will help you for the interview process and which will help you for your real-time work. Okay, so even if for a fresher interview too, and 15 to 20 years experience interviews I have been attended, I've seen that all the interviews they're asking the basic questions from this particular accounting concepts to test the technical skills. The technical skills questions will come across from this directly or indirectly from this particular concepts. So we will discuss each and every concept followed by important interview question and answers which is frequently asked in the interviews. Okay, clear. So what are the 8 accounting concepts? We have business entity concept, cost concept, sorry, business entity concept, money measurement concept, dual aspect concept, going concern concept, accounting period concept, cost concept, matching concept, and accrual concept. So these are the 8 important concepts, guys. Business entity, money measurement, dual aspect, going concern, accounting period, cost concept, matching concept, and accrual concept. So let's see the first important concept, business entity concept, guys. So business entity concept. So what is this business entity concept says? So example, you want to start any business, start any business. So what is a very important thing? Start any business. To start any business, important thing is capital. So who will introduce the capital to the business? Who will introduce the capital to the business, guys? Capital is nothing but
Investors.
capital is nothing
Investors.
investment. Who will invest that?
Owner.
Investors. Owners.
Owners. Okay. So who will start a business? The important thing is capital. Who will invest that? Owners will invest the money into the business to get the profits in the future. So what this business entity concept says that, so in this investment, there are two parties. There are two parties. Who are they? One is company, another one who is the another party guys? Owner,
Owners.
owners. Okay. So here, company, owners. Company is receiving the investment. Company is receiving the investment. Owner is paying the investment. Owner is paying the money to the business. Paying the money to business. Yes, clear? There are two parties involved in this particular business, this particular transactions. One is company, one is owner. So what this business entity concept says that we need to keep owner to be treated as a separate from the books of accounts. So while keeping the company books of records, owner is to be treated as a creditor to the business. Creditor to the business. What is the meaning of creditor, guys? The person. Yes, can you
The
keep on?
person who is giving credit to credit the money to the business.
Okay. See, creditor is nothing but the person to whom company needs to pay money in the future. Money in the future. What is the meaning of creditor, guys? The person to whom company needs to pay money in the future. So here I'm telling business is to be treated as separate and owner is to be treated as separate. When a owner invests the money to a business, the company will treat him as a creditor. That means company is liable to pay the money to the owner in the future. Okay. So company started today. So the company, whatever the owner investing in the money, it is to be treated as a capital. So the capital will be treated as a liability to the business. Capital is a liability to business. What is meant by liability? Which company need to pay in the future. So when a owner invests the money to a business, company need to treat him as a separate. So whatever the company is separate, owner is separate. That is called as business entity concept. So that's the reason commerce people might know about this particular entry very good. So business started with a cash of 1 lakh by Ram. So Ram is starting a business. So here, what is the journal entry we will record, guys? Cash account debit to
Capital account.
capital account. So why are we not recording the Ram account? Ram is a owner, right? He's the paying the money to us, right? We need to record Ram, right? We are not recording. So as per business entity concept, business entity concept. So what this concept says is, so owner is to be treated as a separate, business is to be treated as a separate. So that's the reason. So you could have heard about the very important thing is like example CEO of a company. Or what is the meaning of CEO, guys? Chief Executive Officer. So if you want to, if he or she want to become a CEO of a company, so as you could know that they want to become a board members and they want to become a CEO. So if they want to become a CEO, the major thing is they need to have a major shareholdings in their business. Is agrees? So they need to become, they are a real owners of a company, but you've seen in the newspaper on social media that company Google is paying this much of amount to Sundar Pichai on every month. So he is also a real owner of a company, but why the company need to pay the salary to him? So that is called as business entity concept, guys. So owner is putting some time, owner is investing this time, so that has to be paid off. So that will be comes under business entity concept. So when a owner invests the time, when a owner put the money, or whenever the owner is to be treated, company is separate, business is separate. So that is called as business entity concept, guys. Okay. So that is called as business entity concept. It is nothing but owner is to be treated as business is to be treated as separate. So that concept will be called as business entity concept. That concept will be called as business entity concept, guys. See, let's understand the definition. So business entity concepts assumes that business owners are completely separate from the business. It means business is a standalone entity. The accounting books are kept separate from the books of business owners. So the books are kept from a point of view of a business. So the owners are referred to as a creditor to the business. So when a owner put money into the business, it's seen as the owner extending a line of credit to the business. So that's the reason every year companies will calculate the interest on capital, guys. What is they will calculate? Interest on capital. So he is a owner. His business is owned. Then why company need to calculate the interest? Need to pay the interest to the owner? That is as per business.
Because he is paying.
He's paying the money. So if you take money from someone else, we need to pay the interest or not? We need to pay.
Yes, interest.
We need to pay. The same concept applies here. Owner is also a separate. So company will need to calculate the interest on capital. Interest on capital and drawings. When a owner withdraw the money from the business, that will be reduced from the capital amount. So all this logic behind this is completely the concept called as business entity concept. Business entity concept says that owner is separate, business is separate. Business is a standalone entity, owner is separate. Yes, understand this? Any doubts? Clear about this? It's true.
Yes, sir.
So business is a separate and owner is separate. So that will be called as business entity concept, guys. So most of the questions they will ask, when a owner invested money to a business, what is the journal entry? Cash account to capital account. So why are you crediting the capital instead of owner name? So you need to give an explanation as per one of the accounting concept in accounting, that is business entity concept says that owner is separate, business is separate. So we are treating owner as a creditor to the business. Owner business is a standalone entity, owner is separate. So the owner capital is to be treated as a liability. So we are crediting the liability here. Understand? It's clear, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
So that is called as business entity concept, guys. That will be called as a business entity concept. So the next concept is money measurement concept. Measurement concept. So the previous days, guys. So if you the previous days, yes, if you are attending the session, I will request everyone to attend from a silent room. Don't attend from the place where multiple people are sitting. It is not a problem for you. It is a problem for the people who are attending the classes sincerely, guys. Okay, understand that. If you have some issues, someone is talking beside, kindly keep on mute. Okay, don't be trouble to others. Okay, fine. So the next concept is money measurement. Money measurement concept, guys. So in this concept, the previously like below so before 1980s or in our olden days, guys. So as per your knowledge, so is there any so the value of money is more, guys. In the previous, value of money is more and inflation is very less. Inflation is very less. So in the previously companies, people used to do bilateral system of accounting. What is this bilateral system of accounting? So there is no exchange of money will happen. So what they used to do in the previously, guys? So they used to do They will give one product and they will exchange with another product. So is there any concept of value of exchange of money here? Is there any money exchange?
No,
No,
no.
no, no. No, sir.
No money exchange. Okay, no money is exchanged and no transfers. No money, no amount transfers, no transfer of money. Okay, so this system has been possible because in our previous days the value is more. So, but now we are in the current environment. Even you want to buy one chocolate, we will not get without paying a money. Correct? Even a small product will not get without paying a money. So, what is money measurement concept says that the transaction what you are recording in the books of accounts, every transaction should have monetary transfers. Either you are paying now, you are paying in the future, but the transaction should have value from 0.01 to 10 millions, 10 trillions, 10 whatever it might be, guys. Whatever the value it might be, the transaction should have. That is called as money measurement concept. So money measurement is that the transaction recorded by business in terms of money. What it means, business accounting book record only those transactions which involve monetary transfers. Any other transfers or transactions which do not involve money, it should not be transferred. It should not be recorded. Is clear? Every transaction we need to record it. We need to have a value. So example, you got a request. So purchase of goods for cash. They did not given any value. So can we record this transaction? Is there any value in this transaction? They're telling we purchase for cash. We don't know what is the amount they purchased. So every transaction should have value. Those transactions only to be recorded. That type of system is called as money measurement concept. Yes, any doubts?
No, it's clear.
No, sir, clear.
No.
So this is about the money measurement concept. Yes. So the remaining things we can.
Hi, Vinay.
Yes.
I do have one question. That you said purchase for cash you entered, right?
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
So sometimes we get a request from a client stating that I purchased the goods for cash. Do we
Okay.
have a value? What is the value you purchased here? Do you know what is the amount you purchased here?
No, no,
So can we record this transaction?
no,
No.
because there is no money value there.
From the requester. Example, I requested you to post a transaction. I told I purchased the goods for cash. I did not told you the money what I purchased. Can you record this transaction? You need to
No.
ask me what is the amount of you purchased. We could not record that. Even the softwares are not accepting if it does not update the money. The softwares accept the transactions nowadays as per this concept is clear.
Okay.
You need to update the
Yeah.
value. It might be 1 rupee or 1 lakh, 10 lakh, whatever it might be. So we need to enter the value. Only those transactions to be recorded. If the transaction does not have value, we should not record. Clear?
Yes,
Clear?
clear.
Okay, guys. Yes, any doubts? Okay. So I will
No, clear.
Clear.
we can discuss if anything on tomorrow, guys, because I need to switch to one more batch at 8 o'clock now. It's been time. We can discuss on tomorrow, guys. If anything, you can reach out to me, guys. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much.